From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your North Coast Neighborhood Forecast.
Everything Medical has been your complete source for medical supplies since 2007. Our 10,000 square foot showroom has the largest selection of home medical equipment in the North State. We have what you need. Everything Medical, Athens Avenue, Reading.
Well, certainly not a bad way to start off your holiday 4th of July weekend, because you're going to see plenty of sunshine even along the coast. Warmer temperatures as a result, mid-60s for those daytime highs. And you know what? I'm expecting more sunshine for the coast here for your Sunday. But inland, yeah, it was hot. And we'll be looking at temperatures once again over 100 degrees. But we do expect temperatures to drop next week. It's going to be gradual. It's going to be slow to happen, but it's going to happen. And I do expect temperatures to maybe even eventually drop down below normal, especially by the end of next week, but certainly not the case today. The inland areas over 100 degrees, 104 inland, the coast. Once again, temperatures in the mid-60s, and yeah, a lot of sunshine in the forecast, even for the coast. Not a bad day. Now, we take a look at the satellite and radar, and there's the clouds moving up and over that big ridge of high pressure. And that's, of course, one of the contributing factors to those sunny skies that we're seeing even along the coast. But we may see some of that fog return, especially in the overnight hours along the coast, especially around, say, Eureka, northward near Trinidad as well. But up north into Crescent City, Del Norte County in general, still looks to be mainly sunny here throughout the day today. We take you into Monday. Looks like the same situation. We may see some of these clouds make in. In fact, you can see here as you start getting into the Ferndale area, we may start to see some of that fog begin to move in as well. And then it kind of burns off a bit through the afternoon, but it kind of lingers around even into Monday afternoon. So that could make things a little bit more interesting in some areas. Now, we look at the marine alerts out there. You can see along the immediate coast from, say, Crescent City southward, south of Eureka and along the coastline, there is a small correct advisory until Tuesday morning. You may have noticed, especially if you're a fisherman or a boater in general, that those wave heights are getting higher out there. Now, we also have these darker purples. That right there is a gale warning. That too will expire at 9 a.m. You'll also notice right around Crescent City northward, we are looking at that along the immediate coast as well. So again, those wave heights are getting pretty high. Those temperatures, of course, nothing too surprising here in the low 50s, mainly along the coast here. But look at those wave heights. I mean, they are getting high, and that's why we do have that small correct advisory along the coast. And you can see how they get higher and higher as you start heading out. Now, let's take a look at the forecast for your Sunday. Not much change. Now, you'll notice as we really start getting along that immediate coast here, we are looking kind of these darker blues. That's indicating that the waves aren't really terrible right there on the beaches, but you don't have to head out too far, and those wave heights get pretty high out there. That's a look at Monday. We're not going to see much change here, but again, if you have to head out, we're looking at 10 to even 12 feet as far as those wave heights are concerned. Here's a marine forecast. Winds from the north at 5 to 15 knots, with your waves from the northwest at 9 feet at about 9 seconds. And of course, there's that small correct advisory I was telling you about. All right, so here's your forecast for the north coast. It looks like we are going to be looking at temperatures at Crescent City staying in the low 60s by the time we get into Wednesday. But before that, yeah, today, tomorrow, Wednesday, Tuesday, looking at temperatures in the mid-60s. Klamath, about 75 for your Sunday. Orleans, yeah, it's getting hot, high of 102 degrees. Let's take you southward. Blue Lake, 78. McKinleyville, 70. Out in Hoopa, about 104. A little bit warmer in Willow Creek with a high of 106 degrees. And there you can see Trinidad, a high of about 74 degrees. Let's take you out to Ferndale. Now, again, we're going to be looking at some of that fog coming on in here for places like Hydesville, Rio Dell. Fortuna could be looking at some of that fog as well. Not sure why that's not popping up here. And that may be the case, especially in the morning hours for Monday and Tuesday as well. So just be on the lookout for that. You may see some of that fog kind of coming on in here. Temperatures low 60s though by Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Let's take it southward. Shelter Cove about 73, 98 degrees for Garberville, 96 in Miranda, and there's Red Crest with a high of about 86 degrees. So here's your 7-day forecast for Eureka. There it is. Of course, your 4th of July forecast still in the mid-60s, but those temperatures dropping down to the upper 50s to about 60 under mostly cloudy skies for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.